What if I told you that millions of people go to work every day and create almost nothing? Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because the system needs them to look busy. Before you answer, "That's not me," let me ask you a better question. What do you actually do for a living? Not your job title, not your LinkedIn headline. What do you produce, fix, or improve that would genuinely be missed if you disappeared tomorrow? For some people, the answer is obvious. A mechanic fixes engines. A nurse saves lives. A baker makes bread. But for a huge chunk of modern workers, the answer is awkward silence. And this isn't a coincidence. Over the last 100 years, service jobs exploded from a small minority into nearly the entire workforce. But service doesn't just mean baristas and hotel staff anymore. It now includes call centers, consultants, middle managers, compliance officers, and executive assistants to executive assistants. Here's the weird part. A free market is supposed to eliminate useless roles. If a job creates no value, the company should lose money and shut it down, right? So why do so many pointless jobs survive and even multiply? To understand that, we need to look somewhere unexpected: the Soviet Union. The USSR was built on the moral idea that work itself was sacred. Having a job wasn't just economic, it was ideological. Everyone must be employed, no matter what. When there wasn't enough real work, fake work appeared. Factories hired extra people just to say they were providing jobs. Some workers spent entire days counting bolts, checking inventories that didn't matter, or monitoring processes that ran fine without them. This was called worker hoarding. Now fast forward to modern capitalism. Different system, same behavior. The anthropologist David Graeber called these roles bullshit jobs, jobs that even the people doing them secretly believe should not exist. The first type is flunkies, jobs designed purely to make someone else feel important. Think doormen, excessive assistants, or ceremonial roles that could be replaced by an app or removed entirely without consequence. Next come duct tapers. These people don't create value. They patch over problems that shouldn't exist in the first place. Instead of fixing broken systems, companies hire humans to manually correct errors forever. It's like hiring someone to mop water instead of fixing the leaking pipe. Then there are box tickers. Entire departments exist to create the illusion of legitimacy. Internal newsletters nobody reads, committees nobody asked for. They don't exist to help customers. They exist so the company looks serious. But the darkest category is the goons. Jobs that actively make society worse, yet necessary because others have them too. Corporate lawyers, patent trolls, lobbyists, roles that don't create value but protect you from those doing the same damage. It's a negative-sum arms race. And finally, taskmasters. Managers managing people who don't need managing. Meetings about meetings, strategy decks about strategies. At best, they're cheerleaders. At worst, they drain time and energy from people who might actually do something useful. So why doesn't capitalism fix this? Because incentives are broken. Middle managers hoard teams like Soviet factory heads hoarded workers. Bureaucracy grows because everyone benefits individually, even if the system suffers collectively. Add government regulation, compliance, legal complexity, and lobbying, and suddenly doing anything requires layers of paperwork, specialists, and approvals. Bullshit jobs don't just survive, they become mandatory. So, what's the solution? As a society, accept that productivity is not measured in hours. If people could stop working when the work was done, useless roles would expose themselves instantly. As an individual, honestly, not much. If you're stuck in a bull job, you play along, build skills, maybe create something real on the side. Or you embrace the absurdity and survive the meetings with humor. The real danger isn't laziness. It's a world where effort is rewarded but meaning is optional, where looking busy matters more than being useful. If you want to keep learning how money, power, and work actually function, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.